So you're thinking of moving to a Tampa luxury condo community? In this video, I am going to share some pros and cons of living in the beautiful and exclusive Davis Islands neighborhood. Be sure to stick around until the end as we'll dive deeper into the good, the bad, and everything in between so you can see if Davis Islands will be a good fit for your lifestyle. Now let's get started. If this is your first time on the channel and you want to know everything about living in a Tampa luxury condo community, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the Tampa luxury condo market and lifestyle. My name is Nathaniel Ligon, the Tampa Condo King. I specialize in representing luxury condo owners and buyers in Tampa, Florida. I get calls every day from people just like you. So whether you're looking to move in 10 days or 10 weeks, please reach out as all of my contact information is in the description box below. I would love to help you make a smooth move to a luxury condo community in Tampa, Florida. Now let's take a closer look at the pros and cons of Davis Islands. One of the big pros of Davis Islands is the small city feel with big city amenities. So a small community like this, Davis Islands, only about 5,000 residents, just south of downtown Tampa. It's such a unique feel because you're so close to downtown Tampa and so many other great neighborhoods, yet it's still got this really distinct and unique feel while still having all the amenities, everyday amenities, the shopping, the gas, the pharmacy, restaurants, recreation. It's got all of that right on the islands, which is really unique. Again, to have such a small community, yet so much to offer. So a lot of residents love that about Davis Islands, and one of the big reasons it's such a highly sought after community. So you'll see a lot of people just staying on the islands, enjoying all the parks and all the different amenities, the village area with all the shops and dining, as well as some of the other amenities like the Marjorie Park, Sandra Freeman Tennis Center, the marina, the boat ramp, the Davis Islands Yacht Club. There's just so much to offer right here on the island, so residents feel like the convenience of just having everything right there is very, very appealing for them. So definitely one of the big pros living on Davis Islands, and again, being such a small, tight-knit community, a lot of residents just park their cars and they walk around the islands or bike, or you'll see a lot of golf carts zipping around the island as well. So it's a very unique community, and just hard to believe it's that close to downtown Tampa, because really once you head over the bridge into Davis Islands, it's like a whole new world is unlocked with all the parks and the green space and the beautiful architecture and the history. The city really has, again, such a small town feel and such a character to it that you just don't really find other places. So that's one of the really appealing pieces of living on Davis Islands, and why so many residents enjoy calling it home. Another big pro of Davis Islands that ties into the first pro is the location. Only being minutes away from downtown Tampa and some other iconic neighborhoods in Tampa, and some other awesome attractions like South Tampa, Bayshore Boulevard, the Tampa Riverwalk, Hyde Park. All of those are within 5 to 10 minutes. Residents really enjoy everything that Davis Islands has to offer anytime they want to extend their reach a little bit and expand out to some other neighboring communities. It's all very close by. So you got Harbor Island, which is right next door. Downtown Tampa, again, is very close. South Tampa and all that neighborhood has to offer. I mean, there's just so much within a 10 to 15 minute radius. So also some big landmarks. Pretty much right at the tip of Davis Islands is Tampa General Hospital. That's right there. You've got some top rated schools that Davis Island residents can enjoy. You've got Tampa International Airport. That's only about 15 to 20 minutes away. You've got Raymond James Stadium, home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's also only about 15 to 20 minutes away. And then even closer, you've got the entertainment of Amalie Arena, only about 5 minutes away in downtown Tampa, home of the Tampa Bay Lightning and some awesome concerts and events. Also the Straz Center, which has great, theater and, performing arts, a lot of great, musical events as well, plays, etc. there, which is also very close in downtown Tampa, only about 5 minutes away. So the location is tremendous. The residents feel like they have really everything they need. They don't feel like it's on Davis Island. It's within, 15 or so minutes. So you really don't have to venture very far being a resident of Davis Islands, because you have so much close by, yet you still maintain that unique character and vibe, and just a wonderful small town feel with great amenities. But the location is tremendous, and another reason why it's so highly sought after. Now, being in such a great prime location will also bring you to a con, and that's what we'll discuss here. It's the traffic. So a lot of residents do mention coming in and out of the island can be a bit of a hassle, just depending on your lifestyle, what your work situation or family situation is, when you're entering and exiting the island. Again, it just depends person to person and family to family. But because you're in such close proximity to so many great attractions, and you're just minutes from downtown Tampa, South Tampa, Harbor Island, there can be a lot of traffic, especially because there's really only that one Davis Islands bridge to get in and out of Davis Island, so not really many entry or exit points via road, via car. So again, depending on what your overall schedule is, you could experience some traffic. I know when I'm on buyer appointments or seller appointments, just kind of varies. Typical, rush hour traffic, so to speak, in the morning or in the evenings, naturally you're going to have a little bit more traffic. So probably like any other big city, you're going to be, experiencing a little bit of traffic. Again, Davis Islands is a very small neighborhood. However, it's connected to these other busier areas. So just something to keep in mind. When I'm playing tennis there, for example, on the weekends in the morning, it's a very easy drive in and out. So again, it just depends on your situation, but something to keep in mind. And once you actually move down here and get settled in, you'll get a feel for, the pace of things and the flow of traffic, and then be able to adjust accordingly. But just something to keep in mind. Another great pro for Davis Islands is the exclusivity. So as I mentioned, there's only about 5,000 residents, really not a ton of home options. It's very highly sought after, very prestigious to have at Davis Islands address. So the exclusivity, again, the tight-knit community, the tight-knit feel, a lot of people do enjoy that, and they do like that sense of belonging, and again, that luxury and that exclusivity of living on Davis Island. So you're going to see a lot of prominent business leaders in the community, a lot of prominent leaders in healthcare, especially being so close to Tampa General Hospital. So you'll see a lot of high-level executives and even professional athletes, current and former, take residence on Davis Island. So especially being so close to Amalie Arena, you see some Tampa Bay Lightning greats that have either resided here, currently reside there. So just something to keep in mind. Also, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, current and former players as well, have taken up residence. So a lot of high-powered individuals and families living on Davis Islands. The exclusivity is very, very clear. It's, again, one of the most sought after and affluent areas of Tampa. You'll see it in my neighborhood vlog. Definitely check that out after this video. But Derek Jeter had a huge mansion on Davis Islands for years. It ended up selling a couple years ago for $22.5 million. It was the largest residential sale in Tampa Bay history. It still is up to this date. So that should give you some insight into some of the residents on Davis Islands. Tom Brady and his family actually rented the home from Jeter while Brady was playing for the Buccaneers for a couple years. So Davis Islands is very highly sought after. The exclusivity is definitely appealing for a lot of people. The pro can actually be a con as well, depending on how you look at it. So exclusivity is also a con because just in the very definition of the word, naturally it's only going to be available for a small number of people. Again, there's only about 5,000 residents, very small location. So the exclusivity can make it tough for people that really, really want to live on Davis Islands. It might not be within reach for them based on finances or just the simple fact of availability and the timing of what they're looking to do. So if you're a buyer that is really, really set on Davis Islands, just give me a shout and we can put a game plan together so that you're aware of all the options that are either on the market or even some that are potentially coming up that you're not aware of. So we'll put a good game plan in place. Just to keep in mind, this is, again, a unique community because there are a lot of single family properties. So it's not like Harbor Island or downtown Tampa or some of the other areas that I specialize in. So for my condo buyers in particular, there are some condo options, which I do go over in my neighborhood vlog. So be sure to check that out after this video. So there are some options for you, even townhomes as well. So there are options, but Davis Islands tends to be more heavily focused on single family properties, and that's just the makeup of the community. Exclusivity can be tough because ultimately, for example, right now there's only 34 properties available on the market on Davis Islands. Only 3 of them are condos, only 6 of them are townhomes. The rest are single family homes. So that should give you a pretty good idea on the overall makeup of the community from the real estate side. So very expensive real estate being so highly sought after. A lot of properties that are waterfront, like Jeter's Mansion, for example. So it's very, very desirable. Just to put it into perspective again, out of those 34 properties, average price point on those is $3.7 million. So the average price point in all of Tampa is about $400,000. So that should give you some pretty good insight into how highly sought after this real estate in this community is. The highest listing right now for sale is $21 million. So even if you were to take that one out, it wasn't like that one greatly skewed the numbers. If you take that one out, you're still looking at an average price point of about $3.2 million. So again, it's very highly sought after. So the exclusivity could be a challenge for some people and a con for some people because of, being priced out or just not being able to wait for something to come up, or, for the right property to come up in their eyes and in their preferences. All right, we could go on and on about pros of the beautiful and exclusive Davis Islands. I'll wrap up on this one. It's the overall quality of life here on islands because you do have so much green space, tennis courts, you've got the yacht club, you've got dog parks, you've got so many options, you've got trails, and it's a very walkable neighborhood. Just the overall quality of life is so appealing for so many residents. Again, it's such an interesting mix because you think of a neighborhood that has so much to offer yet still has such a quaint and unique feel. You really don't see that in many other neighborhoods. So if you do still want to be close and have those big city amenities, so to speak, but you want to walk around and see parks and see the green space and have a lot of single family properties and not just big, high-rise condo buildings, this can be a great option. Also, to add to the mix, it's waterfront, right? It's right on the bay. So the fact that you can also engage and enjoy different water sports and water activity, or if it's just you're walking along trails with water views, it's just so peaceful and so beautiful to actually live right there on the island. So whether you have a waterfront property or not, if you partake in water sports or not, sometimes just walking the trails and just driving through and just seeing the beautiful water views, and it's just something very, very soothing for a lot of people and just very highly sought after. Again, being so close to a downtown and major landmarks, to also have a small town feel with the waterfront lifestyle, so to speak. it's pretty incredible. So I know a lot of people enjoy that. Also, the area is very walkable, bikeable. People driving golf carts you'll see. So a lot of residents on the weekends, or when they're hanging out around town or going to friends' houses, you see a lot of people out walking, out biking, and taking their golf carts around. So it's pretty cool, very unique. Don't really see that in many other neighborhoods. So something a lot of people enjoy, and one of the reasons, again, that it's so highly sought after. All right, that'll do it for today's videos, diving deeper into the pros and cons of living in the beautiful and exclusive Davis Islands neighborhood. Let me know in comments or reach out to me directly if you have any questions or feedback. Would love to connect with you. Again, whether you're looking to move in 10 days or 10 weeks, please reach out. All my contact information is below. I would love to help you make a smooth move to a luxury condo community in Tampa, Florida. Again, if you have any questions, comments, feedback, let me know. And hopefully this helps give you a good idea of the lifestyle. Again, be sure to check out my other videos about Davis Islands, as that should give you a really good full picture of what life is like living on the islands, the real estate, and the lifestyle. So until next time, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you soon.